some pelvic floor exercises using the ball and a block. Now this is helpful if you're suffering from pelvic girdle pain or SPD. This is a safe thing to practice, and it's also going to help by strengthening the inner thighs, strengthening the glutes and the pelvic floor. It's going to really help with any stability, but it's great for any mum to be practicing. So I've got a yoga block, but you can use a book with the same sort of width, or you can even use a couple of cushions in between the knees. So we're just going to bring the feet so they're roughly hip width apart. You don't want them too wide. And just taking a moment, sit nice and tall, roll your shoulders up and back. Taking a moment here to connect with your breath. So just inhaling gently in through your nose and out through your nose and mouth. Just finding a natural rhythm of breath. In pregnancy, we don't want to hold the breath. We want to let it flow naturally in and naturally out. And you may find you want to extend the exhale. This is a great way to relax and calm the nervous system, but you don't have to. It's really important to practice a breath that feels comfortable for you. So just going to take a moment with the breath. Close the eyes or soften the gaze. Taking a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to begin to connect our pelvic floor. So when we connect the pelvic floor, we want to squeeze the pelvic floor with the exhale and relax with the inhale. This can be quite confusing for some women. We're sort of taught to squeeze with the inhale, but this is actually working against the diaphragm. When we're practicing pelvic floor exercises, we want to work with the diaphragm. So you're squeezing the pelvic floor as the diaphragm goes up and relaxing the pelvic floor as the diaphragm goes down. So just again connecting with your breath, take a nice inhale. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, and you're going to gently squeeze your knees against your block, your book. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax. We're going to do a few more. By practicing these, again, you're going to strengthen your pelvic floor, but also your inner thighs as well. And we want to remember, in pregnancy, it's just as important to relax the pelvic floor. So we obviously strengthen the pelvic floor, but we don't want to over-strengthen it and just stimulate it without relaxing that pelvic floor. So if you've got SPD, keep your knees still quite narrow, but you could just turn your feet slightly out. So by turning the feet out, we'll open the pelvis. So this is something we really want to practice in pregnancy, ready for birth. So if you haven't got SPD, you can walk your feet out a little bit further and just turn those toes out. So you're going to feel you're opening those hips. So toes in, closes the pelvic floor. Toes out, opens that pelvic floor. Opens the pelvis. So we're going to open up here. And just with our breath, just come into a nice natural breath. But I want you to relax that pelvic floor. And this is where it can become a little bit confusing with the breath, because we want to relax and just exhale, letting everything go. Let it go. So that emphasis really is on just letting that pelvic floor go. Release, release.